This is the one that everyone cares about because it's got Eminem on it. It's just a fucking rainy day.
Jail, hey, she gon' come out her shell. Whoa, ain't no pushing my buttons when
Eminem released an album called Kamikaze. And on that album
That's how you're starting this?
was a song called Lucky You. And the premise of Lucky You was Joyner Lucas, the poor young rapper trying to fight his way to this top, with the dichotomy of Eminem, the established rapper. Part of why that song really works is because while Joyner is fighting his way to the top, at this point at least, maybe he might be soon, Eminem is not his boss.
Right.
Second, Joyner's got hella fan base. Joyner doesn't need Eminem. Joyner's gonna do fine no matter who the fuck he signs to. So hearing a Lucky You, it's like two guys, like the new Eminem and the old Eminem on the same song. Fucking cool. Let's talk about Rainy Days. So I call it Lucky You Part 2. So Boogie comes in and he wears fur coats in the summer, wife beaters in the winter. He's a walking oxymoron. He's been thugging through his rainy days. He ain't really trying to hang today. It's bleak. It's depressing. He recognizes he needs changes in his life. And he just prays that he as a person doesn't fade away. He's trying to cement himself and his legacy. Considering everything we've just heard on this album, we've got this picture of him going through Compton, you know, a little bit alone, zoned out. His life is not in the best place. He's basically been homeless and broke and recently, okay? Yo, man, word to the titles, so word to my idols and word to the goats. I ain't saying I like him. I'd kill all them and wear him as coats. All right, so he's savage. He's hungry. Eminem's on the fucking table. That's how fucking ready to go he is, you know?
Right.
I lose him as, words to the feelings I channel, I lose him as quick as a fucking remote. And that's a great wordplay, right? Because he loses his feelings like a person loses the remote. It's a little bit, like, obvious, but it still really flows well. I really like when he's like, don't be calling me woke. I cheat on my queen for a hoe. That's how shit goes. She keeps saying we gel. She gonna come out of her shell. And, you know, it's like this griminess that fits the album. And he just keeps on going through. Then he's got a really clever line. I come from a place where the shit can get shady. My chances were slim. Yeah, that's how you make an Eminem nod on your verse to show homage to the dude you fucking featuring with and shit. Dope, he's playing it. All my women was basic. We see different races since signing to M, which is a clever line because now the white dude's involved and it's okay, blah, blah, blah. Anyway.
Right.
Need a bitch that's as thick as my skin, which, as I said from earlier, if you're remembering, is very so thin that if you touch it, you're going to bleed, so he wants a skinny lady. That's right. That line required a whole other song to understand the fucking bar. I digress. We move in and he's thugging, and then something happens here. Allow me to say that Eminem does a very excellently written verse, but it has no fucking business on this album.
It has no context or no content or...
No, it does. It does.
Does it?
Yeah, it does.
I feel like he just
it really does.
Oh, shit. Here we go. I just want to get it out of the way before you go. I have no idea why Eminem's on this album. I think it's only because he's signed to him and there's like a connection and all this stuff. But like, you came in, you did the Eminem thing, you did the rappity rap thing. It's great. It's a trap beat. I like it. I'm slightly biased because I like trap beats and I like Eminem. So I do like the song, but I just felt like both of them were flexing. And I'm getting this out of the way because I don't have much to follow up what you're about to say.
So here's the thing. Boogie wasn't necessarily flexing. As we know, Boogie's a desperate guy trying to escape still. He's big.
Right.
Eminem's his fucking like chance.
Right.
So he's finally on that table. His life is starting to change, and this is a change. You know, he recognizes this need. So this is the context of the song. Boogie pointing out his life, and it's gritty, you know? It's got this sense of like darkness that's fitting with the rest of the album. And then Eminem starts off like this. I left my legacy hurt. Fucking absurd. Pause. What? Who the fuck cares about Eminem's legacy on this album? Who the fuck cares what people like me on YouTube think about Eminem in the context of this song? Now, I had somebody trying to defend it and point out that it thematically makes sense because Eminem's just doing his version of Rainy Days and shit and blah. And you're right.
Right.
But, okay, there was a main criticism about Drake and Future's album was that Future's like a real drug addict with problems, and like, or at least in his music, I don't know the truth, but Drake just doesn't have problems next to Future, so it was really hard for Drake to look hard. In the same way that what Eminem is choosing to put next to Boogie's grim reality is, it's okay, a guy literally escaping poverty, and the dude with 9 figures is gonna start off talking about how his wiki page is gonna look a little fucked up, a little blemish on his record. It's fucking absurd. So fucking absurd. And I think this is why the next line is here, because it has to be fucking absurd. Like a shepherd having sex with his sheep. Glasses off now. Fuck what. See, this isn't a good one. This is like a stressing one.
Oh my fuck.
Fuck what you heard. I had to really think about that. Yeah, it's a surprisingly good line, because a shepherd who has sex with his sheeps will fuck his herd. But, so he's fucking what he herds, sheeps. It's so well written. It's so, he's right. It's fucking absurd.
For the record, I'm actually highly enjoying watching your brain melt.
But what the fuck did I just, why is this here? Okay, look, this was like, you know what happened here? Eminem came in and the rest of his verse is fucking fine. Like, look at, man, like the, fuck it, I thought this might be a good time to put woke me to rockabye. You were never woke, Eminem. You were never fucking woke. You tried to be woke and you were kind of bad at it. I got the bottle of NyQuil right here. You want me to wake? You want the Slim Shady EP that's on the CD cover socking my mirror. I promise not to cry crocodile tears. What the this whole verse is you crying crocodile tears, dude. I'm gonna be real with you, Eminem. Look, I don't know what he's going for here. Stop caring what fucking people think about you, dude. I don't get, like, you guys watching this might not like me, but I'm still gonna keep doing this and doing it the way I do it, even if people don't like me. That's called, you know, being a man about this shit, or an adult will be gender neutral and show a little bit of wokeness, okay?
Oh,
saying
fuck.
the term a man is not fully woke because it's not including the, like, 0.4% of my channel audience who's women. They exist, so y'all represented up in here. But my point is, that whole verse not sucky in the sense that it's not like bad. I mean, why in the fuck is he really bringing up Janice Dickinson? Like, why is he really trying to do this? And then let's go for my absolute favorite fucking lyric in this song, just because it's so absurd. In fact, I'm attacking the mic with it. I'll make it sound like I'll make it sound, ad-lib sound like, that's right, 3 times in a row. I wanted to do it twice, just so you could feel how, like, weird it is. Like a vampire biting it, because he's doing these fucking ad-libs. But I'd have to be Dracula's sidekick to be down for the count, haha, yeah. That's not a good bar. I mean, it is or it isn't, right? This is one of those ones where we can fight in the comments about this. So it's technically a good bar because he references a vampire in his like lines, and then
Count Dracula,
and then count down for the count. So from like a scientific perspective, it's a technically great bar, but in my opinion, it just sucks ass because it says nothing and it sucks. Honestly, I never thought I'd be saying it. That's such a well-written piece of awful poetry. That's what it is. It's a well-written piece of awful poetry. So the skill of rhyming only takes you so far before you start sounding like a fucking idiot. And that's what we have here. The out-of-touchness of this verse ruining Boogie's excellent fucking song, it hurt me because we're not done yet. Eminem is mad at trap music, right? Even though literally Boogie has like some trap flows going on this album. Literally, his artist is doing it. Okay. Oh, but there's no auto-tune, so it's totally fine. Pow pow, wow woo, I don't hunt. I'm just reading it verbatim as if the ad-libs are like words. See no clouds not, but ain't gone no, be no, drought, smile, no, frown, yeah, upside down, yeah, shut my no mouth, yeah, how, shut the fuck up, man. Like, you did this, not alike, you did this, chloroseptic, you've done it. Your point has been made, dog. Why are you satirically attacking trap music over and over again? You sound like a fucking fool. Done. Okay? Had to get it out of the way. Like, for real,
Oh, the glasses are coming back.
Well, yeah, because my optics, so it's hard to see shit. I mean, I could obviously read the fucking page. I'm not that blind. Look, all I'm trying to say is Boogie came up with a really cool fucking song about, like, change happening in his life, coming from the darkness and the rainy days, and we've got this whole context of the album that's been built up. And then for the sake of a fucking feature, Eminem inserts himself because maybe Joe Budden criticized him for not being like a good label mate, and proves how bad of a fucking label head he is by out-rapping Boogie in the technical bullshit, just doing it on purpose. It didn't fit next to Boogie's flow. The way Jid did it fit next to fucking Boogie's flow. The way M did it showed M fucking renegading him, right? Like, that's what happened here.
He did the Eminem thing.
And then that means that half the people coming to this are just gonna be like, oh, Boogie's trash, M's so fucking good. And then M's verse has nothing to fucking do with Boogie's concept on this album. So as a guy who knows how to make a conceptual album, why would you play your dude like that? That's how I felt listening to this song, and it really grinded my gears. We can say that. So yeah, you're right. Bar for bar, Eminem's verse, except for that whole last part that's stupid, is pretty fucking good, because that whole last part sucks ass. And it really hurts Boogie's song. But because it's so well done and it's so shady and blah, 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 4.4. Because it's a great song until Eminem goes a whole other direction and makes it a whole different song. My point's been made. The dislikes will come on this comment. What did you give this song?
He would have 4.5.
Do you like it?
I like the song. And that's my problem. I like the song, but I also agree with everything you said because I had the same feeling. When he did the out ooh, ah, ooh, ah, at the end, I was like, this is useless. When he kind of made it about, you know, his career, I was like, but you, like, again, you did this already. I had the same feeling,
like,
but
lucky you.
Well, just whatever. Lucky you, the last
like,
song.
Do you see
even,
how
like,
weird?
Even Killshot, like even Killshot, he references his career and everything.
So let's go one step further. Guy escaping poverty, complaining about his life. Fair enough. Poor people unite. Like,
right.
We all got to understand how that works. 9-figure millionaire trying to be relatable next to that.
But that's the thing. Lucky You doesn't bother me
because they have the same level of clout at this point to pull it off.
No. Because from what I got from Lucky You, Joyner is like, I want my chance, I want my chance, I want my chance. And Eminem's like, I'm
keeping you from getting it.
I kind of took it as like, I've had my chance, I kind of know I had it, I still want it, I'm still being greedy, but at the same time, I'm also aware that like I have to move on.
But by getting the Grammy, you can't have it, is something I felt with that. But it makes sense, it all works together. Why doesn't M mention Boogie's name? Boogie mentions M's name. M? Where does he say Boogie? Yo, Boogie's my man or something in there. I'm not seeing it. I put my glasses back on. I'm just not seeing it. It just sounds like
the salt is.
It's not salt. It's just I kind of feel bad for Boogie on this move. I feel like he had no choice. Like there's no way Boogie could be like, yo, M, don't do this. What? Your contract gets shredded? Are you fucking kidding me? That's some bullshit. That's all I had to say. So 4.4. You're allowed to like the song. I mean, look, M's verse is ridiculous. So if you're really just about the rapidy raps.
But that's the thing. Like, I respect M for what he does. I respect Boogie for what he does. I think the entire song is great. It is a 4.5. But I still also agree with the, okay, but that was a shady move. You out-rapped your boy. You out-rapped the new dude. Like, I also feel that way. Like, if this was, if we were sitting in front of him, I'd still say the same thing. I just think somebody
had to say it. I hope other people on the net is saying this, and I'm not just going to get butchered in the comments. This is one of those moments where I am risking your wrath in the comments, and I know it. In a sense, you could say it's the second time I'm fucking skydiving